Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608 and today I am playing Starmade I. And I'm thinking I need to build a standard a hardener factory setup, but I don't know if I want it in here, because I don't know how much room it's going to take up, because I want to do something fancy with it. But I want to put it on top of the apartments or on top of the mess hall, and here's the mess hall. You get around mostly in the station using teleporters. Mess hall, there's my typical medical rig and a greenhouse here for the study of foreign plants. I think this is the only room, yeah, in this building that is an exterior door. Alright, let's see. Where should I put it? Now, this area is reserved for computer stuff. The system I'm working on. Okay, that's neither here nor there, and that's not what I want to do in this video. Let's put it right here. So, what do we need? We need, I want some pipes. Pipe. I guess I could type it in, but it's fun in that. There we go, pipe. I need all this stuff. Don't need sensors quite yet right now. So pipe. Advanced pipe, because the advanced hardener, change production, offered. Advanced hardener to make advanced armor needs 4 ingots per hardener and alloyed mesh. And regular hardener needs, I think it's just just verticine and alloyed metal mesh. So ingots I think are made in basic factories. So we're going to take care of all this stuff at once. Change production, verticine ingot. We're going to pull from you. You are going to pull from you. Okay. You are also going to pull from you. And you're going to pull from him as well. Now how do I want to do this? My thought was to have standard hardeners separate. So this isn't going to pull, or the main isn't going to have any standard armor, or standard hardener at all. Let's lighten this up a bit dark. There we go. That's not real good. Anyway, so the standard armor, or the main cargo area, is not going to have any hardener. I don't know if that's how you spell hardener. Change. Okay, actually, let's add single hard advanced hardener. We're gonna do 500 a pull. Actually, let's see. Do 1,000 because I don't know how many we're actually gonna produce. Hardener. Standard hardener. 1,000. All right. We got some advanced hardener. I don't know why I have ingots, but I do. No, I made a bunch of ingots because I made something. Apparently I didn't make a bunch of ingots. Anyway, that's irrelevant. I do, however, want cargo space. Now, each cargo I put down is going to add another 100. And let's see. 10. Well, 10 by 10 by 10, that's going to be a lot of. Yeah, that's not as much. That's not what I want. How about a 5 by 5 by 10? Connection problem. 25,000, that's quite a bit. Let's take take out, yeah. 12,000, that's probably better. What I'm planning on doing is throttling the production. I'm going to do that by using a sensor and a fancy logic doodad. So let's set up our sensor first. This sensor is going to be judging how much of the cargo here is full. And it is going to control this activation module. Actually, let's move this over here. Sensor over this way. Control that activation module. And not activate the cargo there. This activation module on it does not need to be linked to it through V. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. So I have 10 of these set up, so now this will turn on when this hits 10% full. 20% full, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Let's set it at 90. And let's see. Before we get too crazy, I want to get an on and off light. Go. And a flip-flop. And a knot. Flip-flop controls the knot controls the light. And the flip-flop controls all those. Okay. Actually, let's find us some standard armor here. We're done with lights, so that's fine. Alright. Our new structure is taking shape. And that's sort of the idea I had for this factory, is to get some base things in, but have it grow organically as I say, oh, I forgot I need this. Let's stick it over here and build this structure that kind of looks weird. And that's sort of the plan I had for this all along. It was that it didn't necessarily want it to be all nice and pretty, but organic, I guess, is the not real good term for it because it's mechanical. Let's see. Oh, I kind of motif I want. I'm reminding myself for later. Let's get back to this. All right. I want a button to turn the thing on and off. The button is gonna go to an and. No. Tell you what, this is going to go to a. This is not going to go to a button. This has to go to a flip-flop. Activation. The activation is going to go to an and. This one's also going to go to an and. Except that one does not need to connect. It's a not that I keep wanting. There we go. Not and. Okay. I want that there. Okay. So when this is on and 80% is not met, so when it gets to 80%, so when 80% of this cargo gets full, this will turn on, turn this knot off, turn this off, which should in turn control the. There we go. Flip-flop. Actually, tell you what, that is not. I don't need a flip-flop from there. My brain is not working properly. I want the and over here. And. Control the lights, control all the machines. Control that. Okay. So when you say it's on and the sensor says it's okay, it stays on. If it fills up, then, or it fills up to 80%, it kicks it off. Or if you tell it to stop producing that way, I don't waste all the ferrokine I ever make making standard hardener, and I say, wait a minute, I need to make something else out of ferrokine. That's sort of the inspiration, because I did that at the forge a lot. I ran out of Fertikine, and it was at thousands upon thousands upon thousands of standard hardener. Alright, so let's... How much do we actually need? Let's figure this out. Let's see, a 10 by 10 by 10 by 10 is going to be a lot of Fertikine, or a lot of hardener. For you, let's do a 5 by 5 by 5, and let's stick the... let's just stick the, right there. And the same for you. Except I need 4 times as many ingots as I do advanced hardener, because it takes 4 of these to make one of those. So let's do something like 1, let's give it a gap. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And I'm gonna skin all this and put armor around it and whatnot. So now this should be producing. This should be pulling. And it's going to take a lot of hardener to fill that, isn't it? Tell you what, let's go ahead and, for testing, undo all that. Alright. It's at 8%. That's a lot of stuff for 8%. So yeah, let's tone down our storage just a bit. Because because I'm gonna be having the other stuff pull from this one. So I will always have hardener when I need it. So I'm gonna come down here to my setup here, and what are you? You're producing standard armor? Standard armor? Actually, I can... What am I doing? These are all going to pull from that. So now standard armor should be pulling from the hardener thing. Yep, and it is, and it's producing standard armor. Turn on the advanced, and it should be doing the same. There we go. Took it a second. Yep, so that's working. Very good. So I just need to go set these up by having all the... Well, no, not that one, not the base, because base doesn't need standard... good grief, what is that stuff? Hardener. I also need to remember to do the control room, the standard and advanced factories, not the base, because again, it doesn't make anything that needs advanced armor. So I'm going to be running back and forth like this, all crazy-like, trying to get hardener. And I'm not sending it to the main cargo, because again, I want to regulate the amount of Fertikine I'm using, because that's one of the most precious minerals, ores, I think it's an ore in the galaxy. So I don't want to just use it all haphazardly. Alright, so this is going to be the boring part of me connecting everything up. And we're almost out of video today, so we will, although this will allow this to, if I make standard hardener in these, it'll get into the main cargo areas. So tell you what, let's have you pull from the main cargo. There we go. And in here we have... Yes, we used all the standard armor. Alright. So that way, I have used this system to throttle, and if I think 80 is too much, I can take it down, 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 down. So now if it's 10% full, this will trigger, and it'll shut down. But we aren't going to get there anytime soon. In fact, might need to add more factory modules so we just build more of this stuff, because I'm using it like crazy. But we are out of time for today. I've been JW608, this has been Starmade, I'll dig you cats later. And I am back because I forgot something as I was wedging this up. It is very, very extremely crucial to this build, and I know you were all screaming at me in the comments. You have to hook your sensor up to a clock. So I use this clock that controls all these random blinking lights that just shut down because I have connection problems. I use this delay module to control the sensor. And yes, it does work. You can never get it to... actually, it looks like I've just lost connection. So yes, you need to, absolutely must, connect your sensor to a clock, otherwise it's just going to sit there and look at you dumb. Oh, there we go. Alright. So it has 16% complete, so let's turn off all but one of those. Now it reads, oh, there's more than 10% in here, because there's 16% and it shuts the system down. Set it to 20%, and it fires back up. 10, down, 20, good. And I can shut it down this way too, manually if I want. Alright. So let's set it to 80. 70%, because we're getting a lot of standard hardener. And I was just wedging it up, adding scaffolding and pipes. I really like pipes. Alright. Now this time I'm going to say adieu for real. And I'll dig you cats later.